This way here. This is the end of day 3 of Ruthless. Yeah, but it won't really be much for much longer. Mainly because I've actually lost interest. I think at some point this build doesn't really scale beyond a certain I mean it's pretty cheap scaling on this and then Molten Strike with Assassin, but at some point it stops scaling. And I think generally when it comes to the PoE meta right now, like there's only a handful of builds that are really really strong, and that applies even in Ruthless. So let's put it this way: in Ruthless, if you really want to make a good build, it is probably because there is no way to access ES bases this league. There's no the recombinates are heavily nerfed. So most of the time, well, the only real build here I think that's super strong is technically Rutu's Aurabot. It's a Rutu's Aurabot of using Flamelink scaling with life stacking kind of thing. Yeah. And I think it's the only build I've seen that can clear T17s comfortably. But you know, only if like maybe 3 or 4 people are doing it in this currently, because the items are kind of unique. You need probably Calm's Heart and a whole bunch of aura items like Hand of Freesia and all that stuff. And because of that, then you know, if you don't have access to these things, yeah, good luck with it to you. Also because it's heavily linked to whether or not you have a good mercenary. Yeah, you have to farm on a first character first to get the mercenary you want, and then farm out the currency you need, and then build the aura bot. So you could say that the best build in Ruthless right now is geared up behind all that kind of play, and I'm not doing that, honestly speaking. I just wanted to see if poisons, anything can poison with Assassin made it stronger than default game, but the way I'm looking at it, it's not that much stronger. It's not bad. Okay, this build is probably like top 50 percentile in terms of performance, but overall, it's like if you're not doing any of the meta stuff regarding mercenaries, you're kind of giving yourself. So yeah. Other than that, I think Bama Dorianis is what other people are playing as well. I think Bama Dorianis is able to kill Ubers, which is what I think the Uber farmers are doing in Ruthless at the right now. Anyway, good 3 days worth of experience, but I don't think I'm going to continue. It seems like a really tall mountain to climb with no shortcuts, no way to build around it or gear around it. Bunch of the stuff I have here isn't actually mine, like the chest and the weapon. This is on loan from a guy I know, but the rest of it is mine, right? The rest of it I bought, or you know, whatever. So yeah, I'm pretty much going to just return it back to him when he gets back online. I don't know where he is, but yeah. After that, I will pretty much be done the league until PoE 2. I might want to do a bit of testing on the poison minions, although I'm pretty sure the damage isn't great. I don't even need to POB it. I can look at it already and I'm like, the damage is probably not great. So I'm probably not gonna attempt that. I've already done all the challenges for, what was it? Maybe I should get the challenge. No, I don't want another copy of the boots, right? What's the point? Maybe I should. Maybe I should get another copy. Maybe I should just do this and get another copy of boots for fun. Do some challenges and then end this and give the stuff back to the other to my friend. But yeah, probably done with PoE after that. Just gonna briefly cover through the mechanics of the build and what scales it and how well it does generally. I managed to do up to, what is it, the T13, T14 bosses, and then sustain is a problem, right? So just saying, yeah, probably can do the Syrian Exile one, T13, but yeah, then sustain starts being a problem again, and trade is dead, so getting leapfrogging maps is like kind of hard. Anyway, okay, so the base mechanic of the build is this. Because Assassin, all damage can poison, and then you get increased duration for each poison you inflicted. Recently, you can get pretty good scaling on Molten Strike. So Molten Strike, you get reduced projectile, so you can shotgun. You get Rebuke the Vow because it's like a 900 DPS weapon. All the damage of that 900 DPS weapon can poison, so it's like a well-rolled pneumatic dagger for free, right? That's pretty much how this works. You can hit pretty much. I think on trade you probably can. No, you can't do it on trade because of the anything can poison is not only available on pneumatic, but on Ruthless, you can probably hit about 5 mil DPS if you really want to scale this. But at some point, to break into the dot cap, you have to go energy shield stacking. Right, you have to get energy shield, use energy blade, and use energy blade with all damage and poisons to actually get that amount of damage. Which you can't do here now because there is no recombinators, so you can get high ES bases. So good luck to you if you want to do that. And yeah, it's gated also behind Discipline Watcher's Eye with 25 or 20 ES on hit. Yeah, but even so, happy to test this out. Happy to spend 3 days on this. But yeah, probably will do something else with my time. I don't think this is worth it. Maybe play Bear Kingdom Come Deliverance because I haven't finished my hardcore run there. I'm like midway. I just hit Gutenberg. Yeah. So fizz damage, incoming fizz damage solved by this lightning coil with Dawnbreaker, pathing down here to get block, 65 block on attack and spell. So that makes me relatively tanky. I need to get more life. I was testing a phasing setup, but probably I can actually unspec that. Let me just. Okay. So that'll be putting a 3.7, 3.5, 3.2 after reservations, and then I'll get these two as well on the next 2 levels if I still play this. I'm probably not. If I do play this, it'll just be really casually and not updating you guys. But yeah, to 87, then get these two, and then you should have about 3.7k life. Getting better armors with more life will give you about 4k life, and then about 50k, 60k EHP is possible, and then about 5 mil DPS. Not shabby, still can do T16s, farm T16s, but you will not do anything like T17s, you will not do Ubers, not with this build. Yeah, that's pretty much about it. I think it's a bit sad, but in Ruthless right now, there isn't a clear path to an Uber bosser that has both insane tankiness and damage. All the Uber bosses are just insane damage, and they don't have tankiness. They're just outskilling the content. Like they go in with like maybe 10-20 mil DPS on Ubers, and yeah, if they get hit by any skill, they die. So they're just pretty much playing well in order to get the do Ubers and stuff. And I think also for T17s, other than the Aurabot setups, Aurabot with Merc setups, it's a hit and run sort of thing, yeah, with the Bamas and like SRS minions. Minions have a pretty good strong showing in Ruthless as well. I don't know, I guess because it's gameplay that doesn't require you to actually get into the middle of all the bullshit. But yeah, I think generally speaking, PoE meta has to shift significantly for you know, for things to change. It has not, so things are relatively stale even in Ruthless, and yeah, that's kind of sad. Alright, see you guys, I'm out, bye.